Okay, so we are going to be revising and editing our rough drafts today. So make sure that you have your revising and editing checklist as well as your rough draft completed. So the first one we're going to start off with is our indent, and we're going to shade that in yellow. So make sure you have a 2-finger indent, and you're going to shade that space in yellow. And then you're going to look to see if you scooped back. So you're going to take your blue and you're going to go all the way down side. You're going to turn it over and you're going to check on the back side as well. Okay. So I have my indents, I have my scoop back. The next thing we're going to look for is our topic sentence. So you're somehow talking about the Columbine flower. So I've started mine with the Columbine flower is the state flower of Colorado. Okay. Then you're going to trace over your capitals in green. Please make sure that every time you said Columbine that you capitalized Columbine. And if you used Colorado, make sure that you capitalize Colorado every single time. So I have the Columbine, Colorado, on, they, on, Columbine, in, the Columbine, the Columbine, done. Okay, so I went through and I did all my capitals, so I'm going to cross that out, and the next thing I'm going to do is get my red, and I'm going to trace over my punctuation. So I have period here, maybe a comma, period here, period, comma, period, 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 and period. So I have all my punctuation marks. I can cross that off here. So the next thing I'm looking for are my adjectives and my multiple adjectives. So you need to make sure that you have 2 adjectives and 2 multiple adjectives in your writing. So I have a pointy purple. That's my first multiple adjective. White, round, another multiple adjective. Yellow, adjective. Long green, and then amazing flowers. So I am good there. So I am going to cross out that I have 2 multiple adjectives and 2 adjectives. So now I'm going to get my blue and I'm going to look for lively verbs. Holds the pollen, is attached to, holds the flower, blows in the wind. So I am good there. I have 2 lively verbs, so I'm going to cross that out. The next thing I'm looking for is my simile, and I'm going to underline that in purple. So I'm going to say, they are shaped like a star, using like or as. There's my simile. I'm going to cross that out. The next one is my prepositional phrase in pink. So that's where something is located. So on the outside, on the inside, in the very center, attached to a long green stem, holds the flower in place. So I have plenty of prepositional phrases, so I'm going to cross that out. The next one is a compound sentence in yellow. Let's get to there. This yellow holds the pollen. The columbine is attached to a long green stem. So what I'm going to do is I am going to get rid of this here, and I'm going to put comma and. So the columbine is attached to a long green stem, and so I'm going to cross out stem, and it holds the flower in place when it blows in the wind. So there's my compound sentence. That's how I added it. So I'm going to cross that out. And then the next one is technical vocabulary. I'm going to circle those in orange. So technical vocabulary would be petals, stamen, pollen, stem, flowers. So I have lots of technical vocabulary. So I'm going to cross that out here. And then I'm going to look for my conclusion sentence. My concluding sentence is columbines are amazing flowers. Cross that out. And then I am going to reread my entire rough draft and make sure there's not any other mistakes. So the columbine flower is the state flower of Colorado. On the outside of the flower, there are pointy purple petals. They are shaped like a star. On the inside of the columbine flower, there are white round petals. In the very center of the flower is the yellow stamen. The stamen holds the pollen. The columbine is attached to a long green stem, and it holds the flower in place when it blows in the wind. Columbines are amazing flowers. So I'm going to put my check here. My revising and editing is complete. So the only thing I need to do is my wows and what I want to work on for my next writing piece. So 2 wows and what I want to work on next. So make sure that you get your writing revised and edited, and then tomorrow we are going to do final copy.